Morning, Peter and Adam. This is Brayden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. Hey, thank you guys again for your inquiry on our 2021 Kia Carnival S sitting here in front of me for only $48,990 drive away and only 30,000 Ks on there. Currently making it about one of the cheapest in Queensland as it currently sits right now. Obviously appreciate you guys are down south. That's no stress at all. I think I was telling Peter over the phone that we can pretty much, we freight about probably 80, 90 cars a month south of here and interstate every month, so it's all certainly nice and easy. Absolute piece of cake on that side. I can have you walk you through all the details. A bit of an idea who we are, obviously Pacific Toyota here in Cairns though. So I'm currently at 235 Mulgrave Road. This is our main yard up here. You can see we're literally jam-packed here at the moment. Got some absolutely awesome cars. Our Toyota Lexus showroom's all up the hill there, and service department's down the road as well. And of course we do have another yard up at 77 Mulgrave Road as well, which means we get some absolutely awesome cars just like this Carnival. So obviously no flood damage or write-offs or anything like that. We simply don't touch any of those. It's just not worth it. And I guess the whole idea of this video, like I said, is just to take you through in as much detail as I can. We did get a bit of rain last night, so I did just give it a quick chamois for you. But if there is a little bit of dust on there, it's literally just from these shade sails that they catch it. So we obviously get them re-cleaned before we send them down to you as well. So not too bad across the actual front. Again, that's all just coming off with my fingers. Just a little bit of dust that I was talking about. There was just a couple little tiny little stone chips and stuff like that just across the front, just those common ones that you always get. That's all coming off with the finger, don't stress about those. Again, very, very, very minute little ones, but just those common ones that you always do get across the front here. So again, those ones are just coming off, those aren't part of it. Very tidy across the actual bonnet, to be honest with you, as you'd expect obviously with those kilometres. Obviously down the wheel arch and everything there too, you can see that pearl in the sunlight looking absolutely awesome. Now being the S, we've got these, being the new shape ones, we've got obviously these very nice alloy wheels on the bottom here. Looking pretty tidy through there. I did tilt these out because I wanted you to see the tread as well, so pretty much brand new tyres on these as they're sitting. One tiny little mark just there on the quarter panel. Ones like that, if they are a concern, let me know, and we can always ask the question, see if we can get them touched up for you. Same thing, just a little one down the bottom there too. And a couple little ones on the plastic as well. So again, just a couple little marks there. But not too bad, just those ones that you always see on the front bumpers and that kind of stuff. Just those common areas. Pretty tidy through here though. Looking very good. Again, absolutely stacks of tread there too. Just put the camera through the inside so you can see through the suspension and everything as well. And a very tidy looking wheel here on this side. And obviously same thing down the body of the car. So no dents or anything like that. Looking very tidy through the actual passenger front door on that mirror. Not pretty sweet on that one. And same thing as we come down here. Just a tiny little mark there. Yeah, just a little smudge. Obviously 2 keys with this one as well, so central locking. So that one works. And so does that. So 2 working keys, fantastic. They obviously got the key fobs that flick out for you, the genuine Kia keys. Pop that open. The door cards now. I'll give me shadow out of the way so you can see. Very tidy through here. Obviously electric windows and the central locking adjustments from both the front doors. Little tiny little mark. I'd say someone's watch or ring or something might have just got caught there. Some very faint little sort of marks just on the plastic from people catching their shoes, but that's exactly what that plastic's for. Obviously the build plates and that as well. Very tidy across the actual dash and the inside here. Now all your manuals, everything's all on the inside here for you as well. I did just keep this logbook out because I wanted to show you the service history. So being the Kias, they're about every 12 months or 15,000 Ks. So this one's been spot on pretty much. So what have we got? 2022 first service at 16,000 kilometres, and the next one at 30,000 kilometres in 2023 in May, back in May. So full service history there, not due till about probably 45,000, or I'd say May next year. So really good service history for that one. Chuck them back in there for you. Tiny little bit of wear marks just on that little silver seal there, but very clean through the inside of these seats. Same thing down the driver's side there too. Obviously through the console. Again, tiny little bit of a mark just on the edge of that console. But very tidy through the actual roof. We've obviously got that lighter interior down the back. All the aircon vents in the roof. All the lighting through the centre. and all the aircon controls and everything through the back there as well, up on the driver's side there as well. So fantastic for all the kiddies and everything in the back. Got the 3 seats here through the middle. They're all completely individual, so you see the rails underneath there as well, so you can sit there and fold each one down. You can have the center one down however you want to do it, depending on who you're cutting around. So very practical for obviously the kids and everything like that. Keep cruising around it, give you a quick look over that roof before we keep heading down. See down the back here. So looking pretty tidy through this actual door as well. That open. So obviously click into place. Very tidy through the actual door jambs and that there too. Again, little bits of scuffing and everything on these plastics, but it's exactly what they're designed for. That's to catch people's shoes and things like that. Tiny little marks on the rails, obviously just from people sitting there. Same on the back. A couple tiny little marks through the inside here. USB ports on the back of these seats there as well. So one there, one there. So again, great for the kids. Seat belts, everything there too. So like I said, you've got that little strap there. We're just going to fold that one down. And a little rail on the front there, under those, to move those. Slide them back and forth as well. Of course, these ones to drop them forward. Little armrest there as well. See through to the back seats. There for you too. Keep heading around. Close that up. Fuel's obviously just here. Pretty tidy on that back wheel. And again, absolutely stacks the tread through the inside as well. Tiny little mark here. Looks like it's already been touched up. Rear parking sensors obviously across the back. Couple tiny little luggage marks across there. And like I said, if they are a concern for you, let me know, and I'm sure we can potentially get them touched up for you. Just open that one up. Handle to grab that back down. Very tidy on the inside of the boot there. A couple of very faint little sort of marks just on the plastics. Obviously just from catching things, jumping in and out. And of course through the back here too. So a little accessory plug just there for you. Now these ones are an awesome setup, so really nice and easy to fold down. So at the moment that's the flat section, and then when they're up, you get this massive deep well here as well. So to drop those guys down, simply pull this strap first. That locks that one in place. You then got a little Velcro bit there to hide it, and that one comes up, clicks down, and that's in place down there. So now you get this huge amount of space through the back here if you want it. And then of course, back up into place, pull that strap, and that's adjustable with that strap as well. Headrests just come up, slide up, a little bit half in the back here, but those headrests just slide up into place like that. And you got little anchor points across the back of those seats as well. So 1, 2, and 3 through the rear. So very practical setup, and super nice and easy as well. So especially if you're trying to juggle kids and that kind of thing. Pretty tidy through the actual back corner here. Obviously all the rails and everything across the roof. Side here looking very tidy. Just that last wheel. Again, very well looked after. Just get my shadow out of the way for you so you can see too. Again, same thing, just obviously there's little marks on the plastic that you're always going to get, and that's your little spare tyre well. So underneath that's a little bolt, and your spare tyre's underneath there. So to give you that room at the back, they chuck the spare tyre under this part of the car, and that's where it'll come out. Tools and everything to do so are all in the back. And then finally just your driver's side as well. Just down the front here, a little bit of a scuff on the mirror there as well. But other than that, very tidy through here. So we'll open this one up. I'll start it up in just a second for you too. And the driver's side, little tiny couple marks on the actual upholstery just there on the door card. Obviously the master controls here, so all the window, mirror controls, central locking, and the window controls here too. And of course the window locks to stop anybody else in the back of the car using the windows. Height adjustments here, so you can sit there and lower that seat all the way down, or obviously raise that back up as well, so short people like me can use them. You can see out the front, obviously the adjustments for the back seats here too, through the inside there as well. Bonnet release is just there, so nice and easy. Again, a couple of tiny little marks just on those plastics just there. So we'll start her up. Jump inside, get out of that sun. Alright, now don't stress about that little flashing that you can see on the screen, because that's actually just my camera picking it up. See how that starts flashing? Try and get on the right angle. It's just the Samsungs with all these little LCD screens. So the red flashing though is for the bonnet, because obviously we've just popped that for you. Up on the steering wheel, so really nice and easy controls. You've got a little pages option, so you can go between down there. So obviously driver information, how long you've been driving for, and your intention, whether you're starting to drift or anything like that, and a whole bunch of different little menus and everything, all your average fuels, all that kind of stuff, all controlled from up here on the steering wheel. Lane departure, so your forward collision mitigation and stuff like that, all controlled from up here too. Headlights are all on the right hand side. They've got automatic settings there for you, and of course all the radio side of things here too, so you can jump between AM, FM, Bluetooth, the volume controls, channel controls, and answering your phone calls, that kind of thing, all from here. So while you're driving, it's nice and easy. You don't have to go fiddling with the stereo or anything like that. Wipers are all up on the left hand side, so nice and easy. Big huge touchscreen display here with a reverse camera tucked in the back, so as soon as we chuck that in reverse, you can hear those sensors picking up the car behind us, and obviously that's the back of the car there too. So we've got a predictive lines there, so as I turn that steering wheel, you see those lines start to go with it too. So they show you the direction you're going to travel, and if you're going to hit anything behind us. And the closer we obviously get to that Hilux, the faster that beeping is going to get as well. Otherwise, we've got a massive big touchscreen display here. This little home button is going to bring us back there every single time. We can jump straight into the radio, whatever's playing on there. We can go through the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. We can jump into the little sub menus and everything like that. So all your personalization settings. We can go right into the radios, all that kind of stuff. Nice big buttons as well, so that way if you are driving, it's nice and easy to use. And a touch thing on the sides here as well to get straight into them as well. So your Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, the whole works for these guys.
Flying properly.
Turn that down for you. Temperatures on the left hand side, fan speeds in the middle, and of course where you want them coming out of. If you do want the air cons for the back, you can control it all from up here as well. So rear lock, we can stop them playing around with it and using those switches and controlling it themselves. And otherwise we've got the fan speed here, temperature here, and we can just shut it completely off from the back there as well to save a bit of fuel. 3 USB ports down the bottom there, so to charge your phone, and obviously for the Apple CarPlay and that kind of thing too. A couple of adjustable cup holders, even got a nice little slot there for your phones and stuff like that, which not a lot of cars do. We can jump straight into those cameras, so again, if you want to use that, we've got a little button here to do so. We've got the electric handbrake, different drive modes, so normal, eco, sport, smart, all that kind of stuff from here as well. And of course your little shifter there too. We can and the manual mode, centrifugal mode up on the side there too. A little bit of storage, nice big console there for you too. Drop down handles across the top, adjustable seat belts, and the solid handles in the back there for jumping in and out. And of course some nice big mirrors here with the lights up the top. All the controls in the back for the lights and stuff like that. And then same thing over the driver's side here with the mirrors and that too. So like I said, not due for another service until about May next year, or 45,000 kilometres. So I'm going to leave this running for just a second because I did pop that bonnet, so I want to show you under there before we finish up. Leave that running. That's a 3.5 litre petrol motor. This is a V6 as well, so plenty of power in these guys, especially if you're carting a few people around. Nice big battery at the back there. Fairly tidy through the inside here. Some fluids and everything as well. Alrighty, so thank you guys again for your inquiry, and can't wait to hear your feedback soon.